Life is not a game of luck, it's a game of discipline, clarity, and choices. Every day you are either writing your story with strength or letting the world write it for you. The truth is, winning in life has nothing to do with what others give you, but everything to do with what you demand from yourself. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you've been waiting for a breakthrough, then listen carefully. Because these 9 rules will not only change how you play the game of life, they will make sure you win it. Rule 1. Take extreme ownership. Winning in life begins with a single realization: no one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not society. Only you. The moment you truly understand this, everything changes. Because when you stop waiting for a rescue and start owning every result in your life, good or bad, you become powerful beyond imagination. Extreme ownership is not a slogan, it is a way of living. It means that every outcome, every success, and every failure you face is connected to the decisions you have made. Most people never win because they spend their lives pointing fingers. They blame their boss for not giving them a raise, the economy for being unstable, or their past for holding them back. But here is the truth: blame is the enemy of progress. The more time you spend blaming, the less time you spend building. If you want to win in life, you must adopt a mindset where excuses do not exist. This is not about guilt, it is about empowerment. When you accept that your life is in your hands, you no longer depend on external factors to shape your destiny. If you fail, you learn. If you fall, you rise stronger. When you take ownership, you reclaim control from everything outside of you. Think about this: there are 2 kinds of people in the world: those who wait for opportunities and those who create them. Which one do you want to be? The one who complains about why life is unfair, or the one who grabs life by the horns and bends it to their will? Ownership means refusing to live in victimhood. A victim says, "I can't because," a winner says, "I will figure out how." When you wake up every morning, remind yourself, "My life is my responsibility." If your health is poor, own it. If your finances are broken, own it. If your relationships are toxic, own it. This doesn't mean you caused everything, but it means you can change everything. The question is, will you? Ownership is not easy. It requires brutal honesty with yourself. It requires looking in the mirror and saying, "The reason I'm not where I want to be is because of me." That is painful, but that pain is the birth of transformation. You can't improve what you don't take responsibility for. When you own your life, something amazing happens. You stop waiting for permission. You stop waiting for the right time. You start acting. You start learning. You start making moves. Winners are not people who never fall. They are people who never outsource their power. They rise because they understand this principle: I am the cause and I am the solution. Ask yourself today, what areas of my life am I blaming others for? Write them down. Then next to each one, write this truth: I take ownership. From that moment on, stop complaining and start building. Take control of your habits, your time, your energy, and your actions. The future will not change by chance. It will change because you take responsibility for changing it. So remember this: ownership is freedom. When you blame others, you give away your power. When you take responsibility, you take that power back. And once you hold that power in your hands, nothing, not failure, not setbacks, not pain, can stop you from winning this game called life. Rule 2. Master self-discipline. If you want to win in life, understand this: motivation will not save you, but discipline will. Motivation is like a spark: it burns bright for a moment and then disappears. Discipline is the fire that never goes out, the silent force that pushes you forward when every part of you wants to quit. Without discipline, dreams remain dreams. With discipline, the impossible becomes possible. Why do most people fail? It's not because they lack talent or intelligence. It's because they cannot control themselves. They let emotions dictate their actions. They work only when they feel like it, but feelings are inconsistent. Discipline is the bridge between feelings and results. If you only act when you feel good, you will never achieve greatness. Discipline is the art of doing what must be done, even when you don't want to do it. It's waking up early when your bed feels like heaven. It's choosing the gym over the couch. It's saying no to distractions when every part of you craves comfort. Discipline is the price of freedom. Ironically, those who reject discipline because it feels restrictive end up trapped in mediocrity, trapped in regret, trapped in a life they do not love. Understand this: discipline is not punishment, it is power. It is the power to say yes to your future and no to your excuses. When you are disciplined, you become dangerous, not to others, but to the doubts and limitations that once controlled you. Think about the people you admire most, the athletes, the entrepreneurs, the leaders. Do you think they succeeded because they were always excited? No, they mastered the habit of showing up every single day, regardless of how they felt. Champions are not built in moments of motivation, they are built in hours of discipline when no one is watching. Here is the secret: you will never feel ready to do the hard things. Waiting for the perfect mood is a trap. You act first and the feeling follows. Discipline does not demand perfection. It demands persistence. It is the daily repetition of small, consistent actions that create extraordinary results. Start small, but start today. Wake up at the time you said you would. Keep the promises you make to yourself. Every time you follow through, you build self-respect. And self-respect is the foundation of confidence. The more disciplined you are, the more control you have over your life. When you control your habits, you control your future. Ask yourself, what is one area of my life where I lack discipline? Maybe it's your health, your finances, your learning. Choose one and commit, not for a week, not for a month, but for life. Make it non-negotiable. When you live with discipline, you no longer depend on external motivation. You become your own engine. Remember this truth: the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. One day your future self will thank you for the sacrifices you made today, or it will suffer because you refuse to make them. The choice is yours. Discipline is not about making life harder, it's about making life better. Because freedom is not doing whatever you want, it is having the strength to do what is necessary. And when you master that strength, when you master yourself, there is nothing in this world that can stop you. Rule 3. Value time over everything. If you truly want to win in life, understand this: time is the most precious currency you will ever own. It is more valuable than money, more precious than possessions, more irreplaceable than any opportunity. Because money lost can be earned again, possessions can be replaced, but the time that slips through your fingers is gone forever. Every day you wake up, you are given 24 hours, a treasure chest of moments that cannot be bought, borrowed, or bargained for. What you do with those hours determines whether you succeed or fail, whether you live with pride or die with regret. Here is the truth most people refuse to accept: you are not short on time, you are wasting it. People say, I don't have time, but then spend hours scrolling through social media, gossiping, binge-watching, or procrastinating. Life is not unfair because of the time it gives, it is unfair because of how we choose to use it. Every second you waste is a second you could have invested in your growth, your dreams, your freedom. Time is life, and yet, people treat it as if it were infinite. They act as though tomorrow is guaranteed, as if they can always start later. But what if later never comes? What if the right time you are waiting for is nothing but an illusion? The harsh reality is this: life is ticking away while you hesitate. Every day that passes is one less day you have to chase your vision. The clock is not your friend, it is your most honest teacher. It reminds you that nothing lasts forever and that the chance you have today may not return tomorrow. When you truly understand the value of time, you begin to live differently. You stop saying yes to things that do not matter. You stop spending hours with people who drain your energy. You stop indulging in habits that steal your future. You begin to guard your time like a lion protects its territory. Because once you realize how short life really is, you refuse to waste it on things that do not serve your purpose. Ask yourself this powerful question: if today was my last day, is this how I would spend it? Most people would say no. Then why do we live like we have 1,000 tomorrows? The problem is not that we don't know what matters, it's that we forget. We forget that every sunrise is a gift, every hour an opportunity, every moment a decision. Valuing time means structuring your life with intention. It means planning your day, prioritizing what matters, and eliminating what does not. It means replacing empty entertainment with meaningful learning, replacing idle talk with productive conversations, replacing excuses with execution. Successful people are not smarter than others, they are just ruthless with their time. They understand that every hour counts, and they refuse to let distractions steal their destiny. If you want freedom, value time. If you want wealth, value time. If you want peace, value time. Because time is the foundation of all achievement. The person who spends their time building will always outgrow the person who spends their time waiting. Here is a reality check. 1 year from now you will either thank yourself for how you used your time, or you will regret every second you wasted. The question is, what choice will you make today? Remember, time is not something you manage. It is something you respect. Treat it like the rare diamond it is. Protect it, invest it, honor it. Because once it is gone, it will never come back. And those who understand this truth will always win the game of life. Rule 5. Build unshakable confidence. Confidence is not a gift. It is a skill. It is not something you are born with. It is something you build day by day, decision by decision. If you want to win in life, you must develop a confidence so strong that no opinion, no failure, no rejection can shake it. Because without confidence, talent becomes invisible. Without confidence, knowledge stays locked inside you. Without confidence, even the greatest opportunities slip through your fingers because you never dared to act. Let me tell you the truth. Most people misunderstand confidence. They think it means being loud, aggressive, or showing off. That is not confidence. That is insecurity disguised as confidence. Real confidence is quiet power. It does not need to shout because it knows its worth. Real confidence does not depend on applause. It depends on self-respect. It is the calm strength that whispers, "I can handle this," even when the world doubts you. So, how do you build it? You build confidence through preparation, hard work, and self-trust. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your confidence grows. When you wake up early because you said you would, your confidence grows. When you push through the last rep in the gym, when you choose discipline over distraction, when you finish the work you started, your confidence grows. Confidence is the reward for consistency. It is proof that you can rely on yourself. Most people look for confidence in external validation. They want others to tell them they are good enough. But this is the greatest trap. If your confidence depends on others, then others control your life. The day they stop clapping, your self-worth collapses. True confidence comes from within. And the only person who can give it to you is you. Here is the truth you must accept: confidence is born in discomfort. You will never feel confident by staying in your comfort zone. You must step into uncertainty, face fear, and do the things that scare you. Every time you face fear and survive, your confidence grows stronger. Every time you take action despite doubt, you become unshakable. Do not wait until you feel confident to act. Act first and confidence will follow. And yes, you will fail. You will make mistakes. But understand, this failure is not the opposite of confidence. It is the foundation of it. Confidence does not mean never falling. It means trusting yourself to rise every time you fall. Every setback you overcome adds another layer of strength to your character. Another key to confidence is silencing comparison. Nothing destroys confidence faster than comparing your life to others. Remember this: social media is a highlight reel, not reality. Do not measure your worth by someone else's chapter. Stay focused on your own growth. Run your own race. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Protect your confidence like a priceless jewel. Do not allow negative voices to shape your identity. People will doubt you, criticize you, and sometimes even laugh at you. Let them. Their opinion does not define your potential. Your belief in yourself does. The most powerful sentence you can ever say is this: "I trust myself." When you reach that point, the world cannot break you. Start today. Speak to yourself with power. Replace I can't with I will. Take small actions that make you proud. Build habits that make you strong. And watch what happens day by day. Brick by brick you will create a confidence so unshakable that nothing, not fear, not failure, not rejection can tear it down. And when you reach that point, you will realize something beautiful. Confidence is not about being perfect. It is about being unstoppable. Rule 6. Stay hungry for growth. If you want to win in life, never allow yourself to become satisfied. The moment you think you know enough, you stop growing. The moment you think you have arrived, you start declining. The truth is, life only rewards those who stay hungry. Hungry to learn, hungry to improve, hungry to evolve. Growth is not a destination, it is a lifelong journey. And those who keep moving forward, even when they are successful, are the ones who rise above everyone else. Here is a hard truth. Most people fail not because they lack opportunities, but because they lose their hunger. They reach a small level of success and then get comfortable. They start saying, I'm doing fine. This is enough. That mindset is poison. Comfort kills more dreams than failure ever will. Because when you stop chasing growth, you stop chasing life. Look at nature. Every living thing is either growing or dying. There is no in between. Trees do not stop growing because they reached a certain height. Rivers do not stop flowing because they reached the ocean. So why do humans stop learning, stop improving, stop evolving? The answer is simple: fear of effort and love of comfort. But here is the reality. Comfort zones are prisons, and growth is the key that sets you free. Staying hungry for growth means never settling for good enough. It means constantly asking yourself, how can I be better than I was yesterday? It is about living in a state of curiosity, always seeking new knowledge, new skills, new experiences. The moment you stop asking questions, you start dying inside. The world is changing every single day. If you are not adapting, you are falling behind. But growth is not easy. Growth demands humility. It demands that you admit, I do not know everything. And that is difficult for the ego. The ego loves to believe it is already enough. But ego is the enemy of progress. If you want to grow, you must be willing to be a student for life. You must be willing to start from zero again and again. Staying hungry also means surrounding yourself with people who challenge you, not those who make you feel comfortable. If you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. Seek environments that stretch you, that make you uncomfortable, that force you to level up. Because growth never happens in easy places. It happens in places that demand your best. Another truth about growth: it is painful, it requires sacrifice. It requires you to let go of old habits, old beliefs, and sometimes even old relationships. Growth is uncomfortable because it forces you to confront your weaknesses. But that discomfort is the price of greatness. Do not run from it, embrace it. Every time you step into discomfort, you step closer to your highest self. The question is, how do you keep the hunger alive? By setting goals that scare you, by chasing visions bigger than yourself, by never allowing success to make you soft. Stay curious, read books, learn from mentors. Push your limits in every area of life, physically, mentally, spiritually. When others are relaxing, you should be learning. When others are satisfied, you should be asking, what's next? Remember, this success is rented, and the rent is due every day. You cannot win tomorrow with yesterday's effort. You cannot stay on top by doing what got you there. The moment you stop paying the price of growth, you start losing. Hunger is what keeps the fire burning. Hunger is what keeps you alive. So decide today, never settle, never say, I've made it. Always be a student, always be learning, always be growing, because the day you stop growing is the day you start dying. Stay hungry, and life will keep feeding you opportunities beyond anything you imagined. Rule 7. Choose your circle wisely. If you truly want to win in life, Look around you, because the people you surround yourself with will either push you toward greatness or pull you into mediocrity. Your circle is not just a group of friends, it is the environment that shapes your thoughts, habits, and destiny. Energy is contagious. If you spend your time with people who complain, gossip, and make excuses, you will eventually start doing the same. If you spend time with people who dream big, take action, and live with discipline, you will rise to their level. Here is an unshakable truth: you become like the people you spend the most time with. If your circle is filled with negativity, failure will seem normal. If your circle is filled with ambition and progress, success will become your standard. So ask yourself today, who is in your circle? Are they lifting you up or holding you down? Are they inspiring you to grow or making you comfortable with staying the same? Many people fail in life because they underestimate the power of association. They think they can hang around toxic people and still build a positive life. That is impossible. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. You cannot plant seeds of greatness in soil filled with poison. If you want to change your life, you must change your circle. This does not mean you should look down on anyone. It means you must protect your energy and your vision. If someone constantly fills your mind with doubt, if they laugh at your dreams, if they encourage you to settle, distance yourself. Not because you are better than them, but because your future is bigger than their mindset. Choosing your circle wisely also means seeking out people who challenge you. Comfort is the enemy of growth, and people who only agree with you will keep you comfortable. You need people who push you, who tell you the truth, who inspire you to raise your standards. Find those who are already living at the level you aspire to reach. Learn from them. Observe them. Let their habits and mindset influence you. But remember this: to have great people around you, you must also become someone worth being around. If you want friends who are disciplined, be disciplined yourself. If you want people who dream big, start dreaming big yourself. Like attracts like. Build the qualities you seek in others, and you will naturally attract the right circle. There is a saying: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. This is why your circle matters so much. Life is a long journey, and the people walking with you will determine how far you go. A strong circle gives you energy when you are tired, hope when you are discouraged, and wisdom when you are confused. A weak circle drains you, doubts you, and distracts you from your purpose. So today, take an honest look at your relationships. Are they building you or breaking you? Are they pushing you toward your goals or pulling you away from them? Do not be afraid to let go of those who do not align with your future. It is not betrayal, it is self-respect. Protect your vision, protect your dream. Surround yourself with warriors, not warriors, with builders, not breakers, with winners, not quitters. Because in the end, your circle is your mirror. It reflects who you are and predicts who you will become. Choose wisely and watch how your life transforms. Rule 8: embrace pain and failures. If you want to win in life, you must stop running from pain and stop fearing failure. The truth is, pain and failure are not your enemies, they are your greatest teachers. Every successful person you admire has walked through storms of pain and oceans of failure. They did not get there because life was easy. They got there because they refused to quit when life was hard. The problem with most people is that they see pain as punishment and failure as the end. But the reality is different. Pain is a signal that growth is happening. Failure is proof that you are trying. The absence of pain does not mean success, it means stagnation. If you feel no discomfort, you are not moving forward, you are standing still. Look at the strongest structures in nature, diamonds. For example, a diamond is nothing but carbon, the same element in coal, but under extreme pressure, coal transforms into something rare and priceless. Your life works the same way: without pressure, without challenges. Without setbacks, you remain ordinary. But when life presses you, when it pushes you to your limits, that is when your greatness begins to emerge. Do not misunderstand. Embracing pain does not mean enjoying suffering for no reason. It means understanding that pain has a purpose. Every time you feel it, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Because pain is the language of transformation. It teaches you resilience, patience, and strength in ways comfort never can. And failure, Oh, failure is a blessing disguised as disappointment. People fear failure because they think it means they are not good enough. But the truth is, failure is feedback. It is life saying, this way doesn't work, try another. The only real failure is quitting. Every other failure is a stepping stone. The most successful people in history have failed more times than most people have even tried. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Did he see those failures as defeat? No, he said, I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That mindset is what separates winners from quitters. Here is a powerful truth. The more you avoid pain and failure, the weaker you become. The more you face them, the stronger you become. Every challenge you overcome adds another layer of armor to your character. Every failure you rise from adds another level of wisdom to your soul. Eventually, nothing can break you because you have already been broken and rebuilt stronger. So stop seeking an easy life. An easy life will make you soft. Seek a meaningful life, and meaningful lives are built through struggle. When pain comes, welcome it. When failure comes, learn from it. Do not let it define you. Let it refine you. The next time life knocks you down, do not ask, why me? Ask, what is this teaching me? The answer will give you power, because pain and failure do not come to destroy you, they come to prepare you for the greatness that comfort could never give. Remember, these scars are not signs of weakness, they are signs of survival. Every scar tells a story of a battle you fought and won. Wear them with pride, because those who embrace pain and failure do not just survive, they conquer. And when you reach the top, you will look back and realize something beautiful. Every tear, every heartbreak, every failure was worth it. Rule 9. Live with purpose. Not just goals. Goals are important. They give you direction. They give you clarity. They keep you focused. But let me tell you something powerful. Goals alone will not sustain you when life gets hard. When storms come, and you need something deeper than a checklist of targets. You need purpose. Purpose is not about what you do, it is about why you do it. Here is the truth. Goals can change, but purpose remains. You might set a goal to earn a certain amount of money, to reach a certain position, or to achieve a certain milestone. But what happens when you reach it? What happens when the excitement fades? Many people fall into depression after achieving big goals, because they realize they were chasing numbers, not meaning. Purpose gives meaning. It gives your life depth, not just direction. Living with purpose means waking up every day, knowing why you exist. It means having a reason so strong that no obstacle can make you quit. When you live with purpose, failure does not stop you, it fuels you. Pain does not break you, it shapes you. Because you are not living for applause, for likes, or for recognition. You are living for something greater than yourself. Ask yourself this question: why am I doing what I am doing? If your answer is only about money or fame, you will burn out quickly. Because when money becomes the only reason, life becomes empty. When recognition becomes your only fuel, you will always be a slave to others' opinions. But when your reason is bigger than yourself, when it is about growth, contribution, making a difference, then nothing can stop you. Purpose is what separates the great from the average. Average people work for a paycheck. Great people work for a mission. Average people quit when it gets hard. Great people keep going because they know their work matters. Purpose gives you resilience. It gives you passion. It gives you the fire to keep going when everything in you wants to quit. But purpose is not something you find by accident. It is something you create. You create it by asking hard questions. What do I truly care about? What impact do I want to leave on this world? How do I want people to remember me? Your answers will lead you to your purpose. And once you discover it, protect it with everything you have. Here is the beauty of living with purpose. It makes your life limitless. When you have purpose, age does not matter. Background does not matter. Failures do not matter. You become unstoppable because you are not chasing success. You are chasing significance. And significance never ends. Living with purpose also simplifies your life. It makes decisions easier because you have a clear compass. Opportunities will come, distractions will come, but when you know your purpose, you know which path to choose. You stop saying yes to everything, and you start saying yes only to what aligns with your mission. And here is the ultimate truth. When you live with purpose, you do not just win life, you make life meaningful. One day when you look back, you will not measure your life by how much you earned or how many things you owned. You will measure it by how many lives you touched, how much you grew, and how true you stayed to your mission. So today, make a decision. Do not just set goals, find your why. Do not just chase success, chase significance. Because when you live with purpose, you will wake up every day with a fire in your heart that no failure, no pain, no obstacle can ever extinguish. And that is the ultimate victory in life. My dear friend, if you have listened to everything up to this point, you already hold in your hands the keys to a life of strength, clarity, and victory. But keys only work when you use them. Knowledge without action is like a locked treasure chest. You know it's valuable, but you never touch it. So here is my advice to you. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today, take one rule and apply it. Then take another, and keep going. Because success is not built in giant leaps. It is built in small, consistent steps that compound over time. Remember this, your life is your responsibility. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time does not exist. Every second you delay is a second of your life you will never get back. Protect your time, guard your mind, build your confidence, stay hungry for growth, and surround yourself with those who push you forward, not hold you back. Embrace the storms, because storms are what shape warriors, and above all live with purpose, not just goals. When your why is strong enough, you can bear anyhow. There will be days when you feel tired, days when your dreams feel far away. On those days, remember this message. Pain is temporary, but purpose is forever. Failure is not the end. Quitting is every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Keep moving, keep fighting, keep believing. Now let us end with a prayer. May you find the strength to rise every time you fall. May your mind be guarded against doubt and negativity. May your heart remain hungry for growth, and your soul remain anchored in purpose. May every pain in your life become a stepping stone toward greatness, and may every failure become a lesson that shapes your destiny. May you walk this journey with courage, wisdom, and peace, and may the path you create not only lead to your success, but inspire others to find theirs. Amen.